Rainy day again. Is it one day of sunshine and then it just rains? Mind you, still in April showers. I'll just wait a few minutes because not that anybody knows I'm coming on. Sue, when you come on, I did try the dandelion. I don't know what I think about that tea at the minute, so it was a bit, so I don't know about that one. Got some other ideas though. I've just been doing Finn's Nana's nails. Hi Sue. Oh, it is, it's just raining. Finn's Nana's nails, fixing them. I'm going to tidy up in a bit, so I'm just coming on for a little chat about my hair update, which I'll talk about in a minute. Then I've got to hopefully go and finish the rest of my nail course off. I've only got a couple of nails to do, and then I've just got a bit of theory work. It should be finished off very soon. And then I've got a meeting on Thursday, which will probably then turn into, in a few weeks, business plan thing I've got to go to, so that's all good. But yeah, hair update. I said last night's video, I said I'd show when I'd washed it. I've not straightened it properly because obviously if it was straight, because as you know my hair is naturally curly, if it was poker straight with the straighteners, it'd be, you know, without this bending up, it'd be here. It's got a few layers in. Oh, the dye remover. I know, when you try and, lighten it up a bit with the dye. I've done that before, but yeah, it's growing loads. I think it's because I've been wearing it up a lot and I've not been washing with shampoo. I've been no poo washing, which you still wash your hair, but you just don't use shampoo. You either use water or apple cider vinegar, or you can use a little bit of conditioner. You're just scrubbing the roots. That's made my hair in nice condition. But I did wash it with shampoo last night just because I've done it for a bit. I'm just going to keep testing it and see what's what. I haven't done the apple cider vinegar thing yet, but got a hair on my lip. I've heard that's supposed to be good for your hair. Is yours about my length now? Yeah, well, it's got a few layers in. And I did these layers myself when it was curly, so I didn't know what they'd look like straight, because when it's curly I'm not really bothered because you can't really tell. So probably near summer I probably will go to the hairdressers to have it trimmed up properly just a little bit, and then I'll just carry on cutting it myself, because when my hair gets longer, especially to about here and I can actually see it at the front like this, I use, like I've shown before, this to cut my hair. I don't like going to the hairdressers if I had a style like when it was short, obviously I used to have to keep going to the hairdressers to get it cut back in that style. But because I'm growing my hair out, I don't know where to, but because I'm growing it out, and it might just be one length, or I might have it one length with, layers or feathered round here, I can do that myself, and I can cut it myself when it's longer with the help of this. And I don't need to go to the hairdressers. How did she? Because, you know, I only want the ends trimming. I can do that myself. And sometimes when you go to the hairdressers, not all hairdressers, they end up cutting like inches off, and I don't need inches off my hair. So I'd rather use this. And when normally, if my hair's a bit longer than this, I don't know, I have done it with this, you split it, and then what I do is, I get this one which is meant for your fringe, so you can, because my fringe is grown out as well, so it's here. I want to get it here. I don't want it all out, because it'll just hang, but I normally would if my hair is a bit longer, but I can do it if looking in the mirror. It's got, I pull it to the front, and it has an air bubble in. I can't see what I'm doing, but normally you get that straight, and then you pull it down, keeping the air bubble straight. I know it's moving because I don't know I can't see. And then you just cut across there. So you can't cut your hair past this because it's plastic, so it's good. And the way of doing layers is, if you've got really long hair, if someone was doing it, if they put your hair in this at the back, you brush it all down, put this hair in. Oh no, you flip your hair forward if you're doing it yourself. And if you have it this way, like a sad face, when you pull your hair down and you cut in whatever's under here, this will put, when you flick your hair up, this will put your hair in a point, you know, when you get layers and it goes in a V. If you want it a bit more blunt rounded, you do it that way. And you sort of like do a little bit, you know, a couple of inches off, keep checking it, and then you do like from here, and you want to do this section and then maybe this section, and that's how you get like a few layers in your hair. But you can't really mess your hair up if you only take a little bit off and keep checking it, because you can't go past the plastic. And that's why I like these. They were from America. They're a bit skanky now because I have had them for years, but I don't need to go to the hairdresser because I just trim my hair myself. I did this. I know there's not dead short layers in it, but there is layers in, and obviously you can tell around here. I did that myself with the aid of that, because I'm used to doing it. Might be a bit scary to those who haven't done it, but it is growing. When it's in a pony, I know I hate when it's in a pony. I don't hate going to the hairdresser. It seems a bit dry at the bottom because I straightened it. That's what I don't like about it. But I don't mind it now and again. Like when I go and get a proper trim up, I don't mind it because it's a bit like you're getting pampered a bit, especially if you're going somewhere nice and you get a drink and a biscuit and whatever, and you can sort of sit there and have a head massage. But I don't go to the hairdressers, especially when I grow my hair out, as much as they say you do, because to me that's just like, if my hair's in good condition, which it is at the minute, it doesn't seem to have many split ends or anything, I don't need to go and get it cut every 4 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever it is, because it's in good condition. So I just trim little bits myself. And sometimes when I had longer hair, if I was bored, like when my hair was down here, I just used to look at it and trim the split ends off. But the other thing is also the no hair dye. As you can see, these bits that look like shiny hair here are white hairs. I know this lighting's not very good, but you can see them. And there is, I was just showing his nana, you can see it, look. Can you see it? Look! Big one. It's all coming in here. So I know I've said this about twice before, but I am trying to really just let it come through, because as I've said before, his nana's a redhead and they normally say they go last. I don't know if that's true, but she started getting whitening and she tried to lighten her hair a little bit, but I said to her today, it's there again. Oh yeah, baking soda, lightening your hair, baking soda, vitamin C as well, that's supposed to help. I've done all that before. You know when you get them round here, because I seem to have more on this side. She's got bits around here, but that's why I keep saying, yeah, but who wants to be colouring the hair? This, if I dyed this now, it would be back in 2 to 3 weeks. I cannot be doing with colouring my hair every 2 to 3 weeks. One, it's expensive, even if you're doing it at home. I just can't be bothered. And they just seem to just peek through. So I'm just going to see. I know you can't see properly on here, but I'm just going to let it come through. And just let them come through and see what it looks like, because I think, I know, but then I don't want to lighten it, you see, with bleach, because the whole story is with my hair, if anyone's new to my channel, is if you go back to the first video I ever did, whenever it was, a couple of years ago or whenever it was, my hair was really short. But my hair before there was long because I bleached it and I ended up wrecking it and cutting it off because I couldn't stand the feel of it. And the thing is, if you are going grey and you're trying to grow it out, and you've got to find different styles to sort of hide it. There's women I've seen that do a thing where, say like, say I seem to have more grey on this side, but say I had more grey coming on here and all around here, they dye, and you're going to have your part, and you have your pattern on that side, you dye this, like mine would be brown here, and I'd keep dyeing this, and then you're going to let all this come through, and it's like a bit of a section like that, like you dye all that, but you let this come through. So when you part your hair, that covers that bit of grey, and that covers that bit of grey, and then when it all starts coming through, then you flip, so you get all the grey and the grey on this side, and it covers that, so it looks like it's coming through. It's like a really good way of hiding it. There are certain ways of hiding your grey by not dyeing it all. You know, if you wear your hair up and it's all coming here, you could get one of them little bun things. I'd age go a grey one, tie your hair up so it looks like there's more grey in the bottom, and match it up. So if I end up letting it come through, that's probably what I'll end up doing, because there are certain ways of disguising it for that grow out stage. But the only thing I think is good with the grow out stage is women who, if I kept dyeing my hair, and then you get build up as well, because my hair's darker. Yeah, and headbands and stuff. There's so many different ways. Hats in winter. In winter's great because you could just go out with a hat on and not bother, but in summer you don't want to wear a hat, obviously, unless it's a sun hat. Is you get build up, and then when you go really white, you know, like it's in everywhere, then you start trying to grow it out and you've got the skunk line, which doesn't look good. And that's harder to hide. And you get more of a demarcation line. So I think if I start doing it now, because they are coming, I know you can't see properly here, they are coming in like little streaks, that'll be easier because it'll just start growing out sort of together and a bit more even. That is the plan anyway. And the thing is, if you try and do it and you persevere for a bit and try and get some of that more colour in, you know, maybe so many inches down so you can sort of see what it looks like. If you don't like it, you can always dye over it. But if that happens to me, I will be dyeing it with like henna or something natural. I don't want, you know, chemically, because that's another reason why I don't want to put it on my hair anymore, because the chemicals, like I've been talking about, so I don't want any of that. But I am going to give it a try, because the white that's coming through, I know you can't see it properly on here, is really white. I don't know if it was showing the light. I know it was on camera the other day, but I can't get it in a good light to show. Does it show more in this light? Probably doesn't look like anything, but it is. But I can see a lot more. It was in the video the other day when I had my hair up, you could see it a lot more. Hi Michael. Yeah, it's getting longer. My hair suits me better longer because I've got bigger features, as I get told. But yeah, it's growing. I'm going to grow it longer and I won't be cutting it short again, because short hair, you think, oh yeah, it's really easy to manage, but it's not, because you have to style it. And because my hair's curly, kinky, whatever, to make it look right in a shorter style, you have to straighten it or mess with it and put like sprays in it and stuff, which I don't use on my hair. I don't put hairspray or anything on my hair because I don't like the feel of it, and I don't think they're good for your hair anyway. But when it's naturally curly now, I can just put it up in a bun and it is a bit easier. And then when it gets a bit longer, I can start doing some more styles in it. And hopefully if I do grow the greys out, because there'll be a bit of and I like that two-tone thing going on, because his nana reckons, I have got more pieces coming here, though you can't see, probably like a melon streak, but I think it'll look quite funky. And in braids and things mixed with the brown, I think it'll look quite nice. But I do love grey hair on people. I do love it on men and I do love it on women. Like I said, when I went to the spiritual event the other day, on Saturday, obviously because a lot of people there are spiritual, or they're all into, you know, veganism, or they're all into nature and natural stuff and hair and all stuff like that. There was loads of women and men with the greys in the hair, you know, younger as well, because you can get grey hair when you're younger. And to me, it just looked beautiful, different, and people are not scared of showing that your true self, because, you know, we're showing in adverts that, oh, you know, you're old if you've got grey hair, or you should be dyeing it because it'll make you look younger. But like I said, some of the videos that I've seen of women letting the hair go fully grey, and then they take a picture from before, actually look younger with the grey hair, because it's the light round your face of the white hair is reflecting around your face, if you know what I mean. It's lighter. That's why a lot of people go lighter as they get older. But the only thing with bleaching your hair, if it's dark like mine, trying to match it up with grey, as I've seen some women on YouTube, is blonde always goes brassy. So when your grey, your white starts coming, even if it's really white, like my nana's used to be really white, it's gorgeous. If it ever goes like that over time, I will love it. Say you grew your hair out and you had blonde bits in the end because you were growing it out, where you tried to lighten it to match with your grey, it goes brassy and yellow and it doesn't look as nice. And that's the problem that my mum had, and I've told her to leave it because she did lighten hers. She's got like steel grey hair now, and she said she's just getting them last bits out. And a woman I watched, can't remember what she called on YouTube, she did that. She had lovely dark hair, long hair, as dark as mine, and she bleached it out, and so it did dry out, and she had to have it cut a bit because it dried out. And then she grew the grey out, but the grey looks better than the blonde, because the blonde at the bottom compared to the grey looks yellow. So she had a haircut, I think, about to this length, even though she loves the long hair, but she said she'll grow it out, and then she's only got about this much to cut off when hair goes down a bit more again of the blonde. But yeah, and the only thing I'm thinking is, if it ever did come through and I kept it, you know, in so many years, when it all comes through properly, I've always wanted pink hair, so I could put the colours on, pink on the white. I've seen a lot of older ladies do that, who have got pure white hair, and I won't have to bleach it to put that colour in, because I've always wanted a bit of pink in my hair. And it's just better than bleach, because we all know bleach does wreck your hair. Even if you look after it, it does dry your hair out. But yeah, it's growing. I think it'll be, what are we in now, April? see what it's like in another few months coming up to summer. It'll be a lot longer. It's a bit sparsy at the bottom because, I hate bleach. That's what ruined my hair in the first place. Because that's where I did have a little bit of bleaching from just when I dyed it red a little bit. I didn't put full on bleach as in leaving it on for ages. I just lightened it slightly. But I mean, that's still bad. And it'll thicken up once the layers are out and these sparse bits have been cut off. But yeah, that's what I use. And this is called, if anyone's interested, it's called Career Clip. Career Clip. And you get both. This one's for the length of your hair and layers. And this one's for shorter hair, kids' hair, and doing fringes. And I think with a fringe, obviously mine's growing out, you just... Obviously, I'm showing you this way, but if I was I can show you this way. You put it this way so you can see the bubble, unless you're looking in the mirror, the bubble up here, the spirit level thing, and you just put it down, and then you can just chop straight across, or it has a little device on it where you can make it, I don't know how you do it actually, but you can do to cut it on a slant so you can have a side sweeping fringe, it'll cut it if you're having a sort of, I've got a bit of a cowlick so it doesn't do it, a side fringe or whatever. And the best way to get a fringe is when you have one that's a bit short in the middle goes down, is you pull all your hair straight and you actually twist it and then cut. But I always cut a fringe in and then end up growing out, so I won't be cutting a fringe in again, because I've learnt over the years of cutting a fringe in all the time that because my hair's kinky, I have to straighten my fringe. My fringe is one of them that I don't like a thick one, and when I have one it just sort of separates, so I can't be bothered with it. I'd rather just grow it out and have it in the middle, or have it on the side when I've done it properly, or we can have it up and I've not got to bother with a fringe and everything. But yeah, it's growing, so it's getting there now. I just thought the other day when I washed it, when it was curly, I thought, sure, it's grown again. So I thought I'll just test it by straightening it, not poker straight, because I don't like my hair poker straight. But I just thought I would have left it to dry naturally yesterday, but I just thought I'd leave it just to show you where it's coming to now. But yeah, I'm just hoping that I can get the greys in, and I do like it, because like I said, I want to show women you don't have to be at a certain age to grow it out or look good. And I did see some girls the other day, and they were young, but it's in fashion, it wasn't natural, they dyed the hair grey, but it did look really nice. But just see what it looks like. Yeah, I'm just hoping it does come through, and that I like it when it comes through, and just carry on growing it to prove a point of you can still look good with grey hair. Because I know there's so many women that love to do it but don't know where to start doing it, because I watch a lot of YouTube videos on it, and I'm worried that the partner's not going to like it, or people are going to say they look older, or they're just worried because society, because that's a problem, society, will go, oh, it makes you look old or whatever, even though the fashion at the minute, or has been, to have grey hair. Bleach your hair out though, I don't want to do that. Talking about society, I was watching something the other day, and I don't know the story, and someone might pick up and know what it is, about someone reporting in Scotland about the guy who had a pug dog and dressed him up in I don't know if I'm right, a Nazi suit or something, and got him to hold his paw up, so he was doing the Nazi, whatever it's called, hand in the air thing. You just want to go lighter, yeah. And he had to go to court, and it was a joke, by the way, and he said it was a joke when he put it on YouTube or Instagram or wherever he'd done this picture or video. Said it was a joke. Most people knew it was a joke, but the one person who reported him and then he had to go to court, which was pathetic, was a policeman, which says something. And yeah, I think they were gonna put him in prison for a joke. And what this was all about as well, because there was a reporter there and they were asking her a question, and it was really funny because she wouldn't answer back when he said, well, what did you think when you saw it? Did you think it was a joke? And she ended up running off anyway in the end, because she couldn't say what she thought, because she probably would have got fired from a job, because the whole point is freedom of speech these days is absolutely pathetic. Anything you say these days is racist, sexist, thisist, thatist, blah, 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 blah. No one can say anything. And there's an agenda behind that. No one can say anything and no one can speak about anything, especially with stuff that's going on in a minute, because the only one thing they don't get, them people, is you might be able to think you can shut people up and stop people from saying things, but they'll never stop thinking it in the head, even if they can't say it. They won't stop thinking that in the head. And if it all comes down in the end, people will be doing what they're thinking and they will be saying what they're thinking in the end. It's just... Yeah, but you have to be careful these days, Sue, but we shouldn't have to be careful, because if we're a free country like most places, we're not really. We think we are. Freedom of speech. We tell we've got freedom of speech. I've been seeing loads of things where people have been not allowed to come over to this country where they were supposed to be doing speeches on freedom of speech and this on freedom of speech, and they've not been able to because they don't want them talking about what's going on. Talking about it's people discussing things, people having a conversation of what they think. They should be able to tell people what they think and everyone not get their ass out about it. But you can't do anything these days because it's seen as sexist, racist, whatever. It's not. It's pathetic. It really is pathetic. And with other things that are going on at the minute, I also think our country's been let down big time. Our kids have been let down big time for our kids and our kids' generation. It's just, if it doesn't change, it's pathetic, the things I've been seeing. That's just my rant for today anyway, but it's true. It's pathetic. People don't even know what a joke is these days. Someone's joking, everyone takes it to heart. Everyone takes it like, like a thing I was talking about a few weeks ago, when you're trying to say something, everyone has to jump in, which is, everyone's got opinion, but everyone's not allowed to show their opinion, because once you say something, everyone jumps in, oh, you're this, that and the other. No, I'm just voicing my opinion. You've got your opinion and I've got my opinion. Let's agree to disagree. It's all right, though. I've got people on here and I've said things about Trump and stuff, and some people won't agree with it and some people will, but it's not saying that, oh, we have to fall out, over it. It's just, that's my opinion. If I end up being wrong about it, I end up being wrong about it. If they end up being wrong about it, they end up being wrong about it. But it's not a massive, big thing to have doesn't have to be an argument as such as it's a discussion. People have different opinions. Like I've always said, if everyone thought the same, everyone looked the same, this, that and the other, it'd just be boring. But everyone's got their own mind, and it doesn't matter if people try to shut people up. They'll think you can't stop all these things that are going on, like, oh, they think they can mind control and this, whatever. You think you can stop people from saying stuff, but you can't stop people from thinking what they think in their head when they're thinking about something, if anyone gets what I mean. But anyway, that's my rant today. It's raining. I did put this in the microwave the other day and totally forgot, but it didn't do anything, luckily, because it hasn't got foil on it. But yeah, so I've got to go and water my plants because my sunflowers are still doing well. I'm looking for my corn on the cob to pop up, but it's not yet. What have you done, Sue? And the guy I was talking about the other day on one of the gardening programmes called Grow Your Own, he's called Mark, I think, just because I kept going, I don't know what his name is. But yeah, I've got quite a bit to do today, actually. I've got a CV to do. I've not done one of them for years. Just because I not needed to when I was working, so... Oh, Finn started with a cough and his nana was coughing before, so I think they're getting a cold again. I think it's hay fever, actually. Suffer from hay fever. I've got a bit of nails to finish off, and then I've just got the written work to do, and then that's done and that can be sent off. What else? Oh, yeah, and last night I was sat there, and Kelly, if you're on now or later, because there's two Kellys, but the Kelly will know, because obviously I spoke to her last night. When I was showing these earthing shoes, I call them, because I don't know what to call them, but the bare feet, for your soles to be on the floor, but they just fancy your feet up. I noticed in the video yesterday, you couldn't see, so I'm going to try and do it slowly now, because I think the camera went funny, so I've got a different colour on. I've got a blue one on, because I thought maybe that'll show up better, but I'm just going to, got my crafting stuff out, I'm just going to see if I do it slowly, if it will pick up. Because I know it didn't properly yesterday. I don't know if you saw that, but I put a blue one on. I had them on all day yesterday because when it's warmer, I do walk around my house with no slippers on and no socks on. And my mum gets me slippers and they just make me feel all sweaty and I don't like them. So she was asking about these because she didn't realise I'd actually made them. And I told her that I just came up with it the other day. My head just sat there because I've been crocheting a load of these anyway. And it just popped in my head, and I thought, yeah, they'd be nice for festivals or hippy dippy people, you know, spiritual people who like to walk around with no shoes on. I thought belly dancers, the little go-go dancers, because I did manage to make, if I can find it, you know, I've got different ideas for that. Where is it? Here. And I tried it on thin, which was hilarious just because I was trying it on. But I've actually made a kids one. Babies, toddlers, kids, whatever. I'll show you. Thanks, Sue. I'm just, this is what Kelly said to me yesterday. She went, you're so good at making things. I went, because I say I don't watch telly, my brain's going all the time. So I'm always thinking about things. I'll just see something or look at a flower or something, and something will pop up and I think, oh, wouldn't that look nice if blah, blah. Because I was talking about earthing, these came into my head. So I thought people who go to festivals who like to walk around in barefoot would love these. And they're not finished because I'll probably bling them up or put something else on them. But I did do a little kiddie one. I've only done one at the minute. This is supposed to be a foot, obviously, showing you that it goes around your little, this was just a mock-up, goes around your toe. And these were little yellow ones. Aren't they cute? You know, or if you're having a christening and they didn't have shoes on, you wanted little flowers, or you wanted, I don't know, you know, in summertime, when kids like walking around with no, you know, if you're in the garden, but they're just pretty your feet up. And I love them, they're dead comfy. They don't rub in between because it's soft, obviously. They're really cute, so I'm going to be doing some for kids. I'm going to be trying making a lot up for like summer. And Kelly wanted to buy some as well, so I said, that's great. I'll do them in a few different colours, you know, I'll get a range going with little bits and bobs on, because they're not finished yet. I'll add my stamp on it and do that. And I think I'm going to call them either Hippie Feet, the name of them, or Festival Feet or Hippie Feet. So I don't know yet. And I will be getting another, they don't take, I don't know, I'd have to time it. I don't know, it's because I go in my own world when I'm doing stuff. But I'm going to be selling some of them. And also I'm going to be getting another page up and a different name now. I'm thinking, because I want to be more like doing the natural thing, or naturaler, not that's a word, stuff, things that I'm making. Because, you know, I don't just make one thing. I like to do my journals and different things. And I want to do things that are recycled and lots of other things that I've got going on in my brain. So, you know, in jewellery, I'm going to be starting that off again. Lots of different things, but I don't know if I'm going to be calling it Earthlings or something. I don't know. One of them ideas, you know what, I'm like, change my mind all the time. But there's a lot of stuff I need to make up. I'm taking some of them to the appointment on Thursday because she wanted to see some of my handmade stuff, because I want to use that as half a business thing as well with my handmade stuff. Because like I said, when you buy handmade things, I don't just mean mine, I mean people who do buy people's handmade things, whether, like I said, it takes time. When the person was saying ages ago about, you know, handmade stuff, and sometimes you make things and things don't work as well, or something might break, and then you've got to keep figuring out how to do it. So there's all that sort of side to it. The longer you do it, the better you get. You get used to things. Like with anything, if you're on a, you know, you're learning about anything, the more you learn, the more you get better at things. You know, you start off with something, even in a job, you know, you don't know much about, and then you learn and you learn and you go on and you learn what works. Or if you're doing something with a material that doesn't work, this works better, that jewellery piece doesn't go with that fits better with that, because it doesn't seem, you know what I mean, you keep doing it. And I learn as I go. But there's a few things, my journals and my jewellery and all my other bits, I do want to put that into another side of selling, like I was doing a little bit before. And you know, with buying handmade things, it's not a product, because some people say, oh, it's a bit dearer. Well, someone sat there and put the love and effort into it, sat there and spent hours doing it. Some things might think, oh, they put that together. Sometimes it takes hours. Some things are quick, some things aren't. That depends on the price. And also, it's not mass production. You know, not everyone will have that thing. So it's not in mass production, like everything is in mass production today. You know, and most of the things I do, like my journals, are not, there's never really one of the same journals, so they're always unique. Someone else won't have, because I get very bored and just do a different design. Same sort of style, but a different design. And if there is some that are the same, there might be only a couple. So they're unique as well. That's what I love about it. But yeah, me and my creative side, I've always been like that from a kid, and I find a lot of joy out of it. And some people say, oh, I haven't got the time. I have the time, even if I was working full time, just because I do it while I'm listening to things on YouTube. I don't watch the telly anymore, like I said. If I wasn't reading in bed, then maybe I'd be making something where I was sat up. I just seem to fill my time now with a lot of different things like that. And it's just one of the things I've always been like that with crafty stuff. So it doesn't feel like, because sometimes you can do things for a bit and then it can get on your nerves and you get tired with it. But hi, I'll just say Christopher because I don't. Is it Crazy Kev? I'm good, thanks. You know, I just have a creative mind and I just like to create every day, even if it's a little something. I've still got these to do, but I'm thinking about doing these in summer or when the weather comes in good again and it's not always raining, because I might do it in the back garden on a day I don't have thin, you know, like these that my dad got me, so I can start doing some paintings again, big paintings, either for me in the house, or I might sell some, because these they're quite light, you know, they wouldn't cost a lot, you know, they're not heavy things. And then trying to get creative in the garden with my gardening. I've still got that big massive stone to paint, and I haven't done it because I'm thinking about it, but it needs a bit more white paint on, and then I'm going to do a sign on it for the garden, with probably flowers on it and stuff. Snow's supposed to be coming back. Ugh. Well, I'll stay in knitting or whatever then. But yeah, there's loads of what I do, and there's things I want to paint in the garden, like the garden shed, so the posts, but that'll be in summer when it's hot. Yeah, I don't know. So I best go because I need to get me dinner. I need to, it's weird weather, get me dinner, try and finish my nails, not my nails off, my nail course off. No, the cold's too snow. The snow is too cold. I'm a bit like that, I get my words mixed up. CV I've got to do. And a bit of tidying up, because Finn, you can tidy the house, you know what little ones are like, especially at his age. He just goes round like the Tasmanian devil, and I'll just turn around and I'm like, I give up. But his nana's took him out and she's got him overnight, so I can tidy up now and know everything's going to stay straight. It's chucking it down here, Sue. It is chucking it down. And then later on, when I've done all this, I'm going to chill out. My avocados aren't ripe, so I'm a bit annoyed about that. They're not ripe yet. I wanted some avocado on toast. I'm going to chill out and find some more stuff to watch on here. I'll tell you what I have been watching though before I go. I've been reading a bit of my book, like one I mentioned the other day, and I watched the whole series of, I was like, oh, I got to the end of it. I was like, oof, I hope they're doing another one. Oh, it's really raining here. Is Lost in Space on Netflix. Even though I wish I wasn't on Netflix or Facebook. I can't say I'm not on Twitter, so that's fine, even Instagram. But you know, I do like some of the movies. Lost in Space is really good. It's the modern version of Lost in Space, and it's quite good. And I binge watched it in about 2 days. And the only other thing I've got to get through now is I might watch a couple tonight, is the Frankie and Grace I'm still watching. It's quite funny. Lost in Space is really good. It's new. It's good. It's a modern one. I really enjoyed it. But I've got through the whole series now, so I am looking at a few more things to watch. I think I was watching an alien thing again the other day as well. A lot of alien things on at the minute. But Lost in Space is really good. But I'll have to have a browse through because I haven't looked on Netflix a lot to see what was up. It just went on the other day and I saw that and I watched the whole series because they said it was good. And it is good. I've seen Strange Things. Strange Things was really good. I enjoyed that. I've seen both series of that. I binge watched that. There is something else I've seen, but I can't remember what it's called. Can't remember. Yeah, but Strange Things was good. But yeah, so I'm going to go. Otherwise I'll end up chatting all day and get nothing done, and I really, really need to get this done while Finn's not here. No, I don't watch them. I've seen some of them. I prefer the funnier ones. The English one we did. I don't know, can't remember the film. No, I used to watch True Blood and was it Vampire Diaries? But I didn't watch all of it. Them sort of things. I used to say I was into vampires. Now I'm a bit like, I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna go and get my dinner. Can't have my avocado, so I might have some garlic mushrooms on toast. Yeah, I watched a bit of that. Not watched all of it. It depends. I watch things and forget. I did watch bits of Orange is the New Black ages ago, but I haven't seen all of that. I was watching Game of Thrones, but the thing I was watching it on was a bit dodgy and I haven't got it anymore, so I haven't seen... I don't know what I saw up to. I saw a lot of it, but I haven't seen the second series or anything, so I'm a bit gutted about that. Yeah, well, I had eggs on toast the other day and I said I'm being more plant-based, but I did have eggs because I don't... It's probably a bit contradicting what I'm saying, mind a bit of eggs and... Because all that thing about... Because I'm not saying I'm vegan at the minute, because obviously they wouldn't be eating that, but, you know, if you knew, even people who eat meat, if you knew where you were properly getting your meat from, and people, things were properly free range, it's not too bad. I'm from the UK, yeah, Manchester. But I haven't been yet, but there's a farmy place not far from me where they have chickens there and they are proper free range, you know, and the eggs are big and everything, but I don't eat a lot of them now. I have more avocados. Where from? In the UK. Avocados. I love I love my avocados with chili flakes on. But, and I've had a bit of like proper butter. From the north. Well, I'm from the north. But yeah. I think garlic. Garlic mushrooms and spinach on toast. I think I'm gonna have with chili flakes because I have chili flakes on everything. I'm just looking at the rain. Oh, Norfolk. Trying to think if I know anyone from that way. Is that where Harmony Nice is from? The girl who's she does the video. I don't know if that's is that Norwich? Oh, I can't remember. Norwich. Yeah, I get mixed up. My sister lived in Norwich for about 4 years, but she's back up here now, not far from me. Yeah, it's nice that way. But yeah, I'm just shocking now because I'm just thinking, oh my God, what I've got to do? I've got to do it. You can tell I'm trying to put it off, but I've got to go and do it. So I'm going to go and get my dinner. And that was just about my hair, really. And it's growing, so there we go. And I'm getting my greys, so there you go. I want to see more women showing their grey hair. There are a lot that I follow that do. I like when my hair bends around like that. But yeah, I don't know if I'll grow it one length in at the back and then just have that sort of feathered look at the front, you know, so it's not like thingy. I know, it's took some time. It would have been longer if I stopped having it cut, you know, ages ago when it was shorter, but at least I can say I've been there. I've had short hair and now it's growing out. But for me, it's easiest to have long hair because mine goes curly. I only sort of straightened it to show you the length it's at. But yeah, so I shall see you all soon. I've got a friend coming on Saturday. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've got two friends coming that used to work together. They've not seen each other for years, and they both decided to come on Saturday, so that's going to be great. And I've got nothing, so that's good. I'm just hoping the weather's going to be nice because we could sit out in the garden, but maybe it'll be snowing soon. I don't know. We'll have to get our snowsuits on, but that should be good. And then once I've got this nail course out of the way, because I've been doing it for ages, but that's the whole point of this nail course is you do it in your own time. It allows you to do it. You don't have to do it by a set time, but I'm nearly there now. Then I can concentrate on my crafting stuff because I do a lot of things. I need to make stock up and get it all together, sort of thing. Thank you, Crazy Kev, I'll call you, and Sue, and whoever else is watching, and whoever comes on after. Thanks for the thumbs up. I do get the odd one now and again, but I always think I know who that is, and it makes me laugh because I just think, well, stop watching me. If it's the same person, stop watching me. I'm putting the thumbs down. Why are you watching me? That's what I think. And if you don't like it, don't come back. That's what I say anyway. But if you do a thumbs down, then whatever, you're still watching, you've still viewed, or you've still had to come on to view. It's all good. I don't care. So thanks for whoever's watching. Thanks Sue, who I can see commenting anyway, and Crazy Kev, and I will see you soon. Yes. Bye.